Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granarite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I almost said Brotherhood for some reason, we haven't played that forever. We're going to be going on with the storyline to start this off. I know there's a collectible right next to me, we're just going to let that be for now. So, we are going to, like I said, we're going to go on with the story. Where's our train at? Does this show that? Oh yeah, it's like way up here. But we can fast travel to it, so that's nice. I'm gonna swap the EV here.
Please.
We have some skill points available. Interesting. Oh, that's because I think we got that here. We would get the lockpick. So that'll allow us to... Oh. Which I guess I don't, because I only have one. We're going to get the lockpick. I don't really want to be in blighter territory.
Are you running from me? You better!
No trains coming, so that's good.
Just because I'm over here don't mean I can't take care of you! Don't... Why don't I come up there? Yeah!
Alright, let's just hop over here. Need to get inside of here.
You better keep your distance if you know what's good for you. To the hell!
Oh, I missed that. Alright. So we got freedom of the press here that we're going to do. And I think this gets us our grapple, zipline, majigger.
Oh, blast them.
Alec, whatever is the matter?
I have been intercepting nothing but poppycock propaganda about soothing syrup and whatnot. No, I swear to high heavens, if Starrick's monopoly continues...
Alec, I beg your pardon. These are friends of mine. Evie Fry and her brother, Jacob.
Oh, Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, that's a name we recognize.
And technical expert. Alec, I have something of a favor to ask you.
Can you fix this? Oh, looks like the casing is cracked. Oh, comes apart. I see. Could have used one of these to fit my fuses on top of Big Ben.
Alec is installing a new telegraph line for our Free Press
To
Association.
combat the Starrick Telegraph Company. Now, if I can mend the fuses connecting independent lines from Big Ben, Starrick will be weakened. Only we are somewhat at a handicap. And there. Oh, I've removed the mechanism so it may work with your bracer.
I'll put it to use immediately.
Jacob, wait. Mr. Bell, allow me to help you with your fuses.
Oh, you will not find me too proud to accept Miss Fry. Oh, we can use my carriage if you'd be so good as to hold the reins, though.
I'll take that.
I can help you.
Good deal.
Oh, Miss Fry, I am so glad you could assist.
We don't have skill points available. We do have a database entry, but we'll go ahead and see if we could read that really quick. We have tutorials, rope launcher. So when the rope icon appears above, we can press less bumper to go. Appears on adjacent building in front of you to zip across. While ziplining, you can control your speed using right trigger. Okay. Yeah, so Alexander Graham Bell, date of birth the 3rd of March of 1847. From the day he was born in Edinburgh, Scotland, sound and communication were very important in Alexander Graham Bell's life. His father was highly respected speech therapist and elocutionist, and at the age of 12, young Alex's mother lost her hearing. His father developed a phonetic alphabet aimed at teaching the deaf to speak, while Alec himself learned to communicate with his mother by speaking into the side of her head so she could feel the vibrations of his voice. Rebecca does something similar when I try to block her out. The other thing that defined Alec's life was his natural inventiveness. By the time he was a teenager, Bell had already created a system for dehusking wheat. But then I suppose we all do crazy things when we're a teenager. Plus, with the help of his brothers Melville and Edward, he developed an automation that could speak by blowing air from a bellows while manipulating the machine's lips. The Bell's boys were able to get the machine to articulate crude words like mama. And you thought ventriloquism was tough to sit through. Bell's genius was such that he was hired as a pupil teacher of elocution and music at Weston House in Scotland. His family moved to London around the same time. Alec would join them in 1867 after Edward died of tuberculosis. While in London, Alec attended the University of London and worked for his father, providing speech therapy and teaching his father's phonetic alphabet to the deaf, and it seems crafting nifty gadgets for a pair of assassins. History has managed to document that creepy, bloody automation, but there's not a word about his interaction with Jacob and Evie Fry, as it should be. Anyway, Alec and his parents moved to Canada in 1870 after Melville, like his brother, succumbed to tuberculosis. Alec himself was showing symptoms of the disease, but thankfully for all of humankind, he recovered and would go on to invent, among other things, the dumb version of the smartphone. Bell passed away the 2nd of August of 1922 at the age of 75. When his body was interred to the earth 2 days later, phone traffic was shut down for a minute in his honor. If people weren't crying over Bell's death, shutting down phone lines would do the trick.
You really ought to be here by now.
Okay.
So, Mr. Bell, what inventions are you concocting?
I intend to develop a phonetic telegraph that does not just convey dots and dashes, Miss Fry, but the human voice.
Phonetic telegraph? Sounds a bit of a mouthful. You could just call it a telephone.
Telephone? How bizarre. Anyway,
Excuse me.
saying earlier, the press has become entirely dependent on the Star Telegraph Company.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
Yes. What is more, other small independent companies have had their lines sabotaged, and they have little means of finding
Slowly
any
now.
broken fuses, which are
To be found on top of Big Ben.
correct, especially as one needs a special government pass to get through.
Alright, so from a ledge, press left bumper to zipline across large gaps. From a ledge, press left bumper to zipline across large gaps. While ziplining, control the speed using... Yeah, okay.
Through the guards.
They will not be a problem. I'll repair the fuses.
Alright, so let's install here. Install the fuses without going below 30 milliliters in altitude. That shouldn't be too bad.
Lovely.
Let's go ahead, if I can, get this viewpoint. just gonna climb down. Okay, so it looks like we can zip over here. Alright, well, we got a couple things in Westminster here. So we got the Big Ben. Charles Barry was hired in 1844 to rebuild the Houses of Parliament, which had burned down 10 years earlier. It decided the new building should include a clock tower, and Barry enlisted the reputable clockmaker Louis Willoughby to design the clock himself. Big Ben is the name commonly used for the entire clock tower, but it was originally the name for the largest bell in the tower. The clock tower is now officially known as Elizabeth Tower after Queen Elizabeth II because of reasons. The origin of the name Big Ben has boiled down to two theories. The first is that it derives from Sir Benjamin Hall, the portly Commissioner of Works, and the other theory is that the nickname comes from the world of boxing. Heavyweight lifters of the times were sometimes called Big Bens after the heavyweight boxing champion Benjamin Kahn. Each clock dial is engraved at its base. The engraving reads in Latin, "O Lord, keep safe our Queen Victoria I." And the Houses of Parliament. Also known as the Palace of Westminster, the Houses of Parliament were built and remodeled around one of the first royal residences. The Great Hall inside Parliament is the last remnant of the palace built by William II at the end of the 11th century. The old palace remained a royal residence for just over 400 years until Henry VIII moved the Whitehall Palace in 1530. The old palace became the permanent location for the country's two Houses of Parliament, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. To call Henry VIII's relationship with the Catholic Church turbulent would be an understatement. It's like saying that in the 1940s, Britain's relationship with Germany was a little fraught. This conflict with the church put the king's lawyers hard at work. They situated themselves at the Old Palace, making the building the home of the court of law as well. Two of the most notable people to be tried in the Palace of Westminster are Guy Fawkes, the Catholic extremist who attempted to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1660, and King Charles I, who was tried to executed for treason at the height of the English Civil War. Prime Minister Spencer Perceval was assassinated in the lobby of the House of Commons in 1812. Alright.
All set.
So we'll just go back to the top here. I can go over here. And then we'll head up here. This doesn't seem too bad to stay upwards. As long as I can get over there, which it doesn't seem like I can. But I can get over here. There we go. That should get us up. Easy peasy.
That should do it.
That's not where I want to go, but okay. Try to just get an angle where we can go down again. Oh, I can see it. I can do a leap of faith here. We don't have any other optional things right now. It doesn't look like it. We're just going across. Good deal. This seems like it'll be a nifty tool.
Thank you very much, Miss Fry. I will now be able to continue with the installation of the new line.
If there's anything else I can do to help.
Certainly. Please do come and visit. Oh, I was toying with this device and have noted down the formula for you. It's not perfect yet, but by golly, it works. Whoa, 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 whoa! Maybe a little too well.
We need to loot 1,200 metal components, and we need to air assassinate a guard from a zip line. Okay. Let's get across the bridge first. Seems like there's moving restricted areas on these barges. That's interesting. Those guys are working in the stream there. Okay. Well, in order to air assassinate... Oh, hi.
You'll regret it if I come over there!
To assassinate someone from a zip line, I need to get up. First things first. There is a person there. Okay, let's go over here. Be a little sneaky. There we go.
I'll make this interesting!
Well, that hurt. Still getting used to the combat. But once you get used to it, it's pretty smooth. Oh, get out of here. Hop over here to the shop. So what section are we currently in? We're in Lambeth? Because that's going to be important.
You have a present day now.
Again, we're not looking at getting any collectibles at the moment.
You can make or break anywhere. Use even the top knobs. Take Mr. Gladstone. Everyone knows he's a night walker, right? But what if news spreads he does more than walking in...
I lost my combo. Crafting allows us to craft stuff. Okay, so what does it want us to craft? Cost a little bit of stuff. We probably can craft most of these actually. We've been getting a lot of stuff because we've been getting it from boxes because we got those other upgrades. It doesn't cost a lot of money, it really just costs stuff. Reach Bell's workshop, okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave the collectibles there for now. Finish out this mission.
Ah, Miss Fry. I was just showing Jacob the first message was received via the mended lines. Oh, you can keep the rope launcher, by the way. We've managed to procure another one for your brother. Excellent work. Thank you again.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bell.
We can now defend the principle of impartial news and free speech.
Free is fair, but free and brief is far better.
Ha ha! Ah, Fry, such caustic wit.
And on that note, we must depart.
Oh, good fortune to you both. Call on me, anytime.
All right. Wow, good deal.
Now that we've finished with that distraction,
Who is that? Oh, you mean you don't know?
Beautiful train you got here. Miss McBean was just telling me all about her. Name's Ned.
How do you do?
I won't take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
Okay.
let us return to locating the Piece of Eden.
We need to reclaim London from Starrick. Who are my targets?
It's not time for that yet.
I didn't come to London to hunt curios.
I mean, I have to agree. We're going to liberate London first before we get the Piece of Eden.
So
But,
you're
you know.
taking over where Father left off.
Someone has to.
Evie, finding the precursor artifact will give us an insight into what the Templars intend. Jacob, I have information about Starrick's associates that should be of use to you. Here.
Alright, conquer London. Use the assassination wall on the Templar hideout to track the next Templar target. Expand territory by completing conquest activities. Complete associate activities to earn money, crafting, or resources, and unique rewards. Sequence 8. Don't know what that's about. Quick and reliable remedy. What's this, then? The joys of freedom. Okay, so a rift is open between Jacob and Evie. He does not support Evie's quest for the Piece of Eden, and she sees Jacob's campaign to take on the Templars as reckless and sloppy. Working separately, Jacob heads to Lambeth to investigate Starrick's soothing syrup, while Evie traces the precursor artifact to the home of the master assassin Edward Kinway.
This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
About time for a visit to the doctor.
I don't see that cure arriving anytime soon.
And what exactly will you be doing, might I ask?
You know very well. Tracking down the Piece of Eden.
Enjoy your studies. I'll be out killing Templars.
Alright, I can fast travel here. Oh, actually, I think it's where we were, actually. Got 550. We have a new database entry. Good to know. Access souvenirs, okay. Access gear and weapons. And craft a bunch of stuff now. But we're gonna spend our money on the gang upgrades first, because that's gonna make us more money, which is in turn gonna get us everything else faster. We got a new database entry. We have Ned Weiner. Date of birth, the 5th of October, 1840. Although born in New York City, Ned always dreamed about traveling to London. He must have been quite a fan of rain. Not only was an escape abroad attractive to his inquisitive young mind, but the British Empire held the potential for extraordinary criminal activity. Ned Weiner, née Henrietta Netta Mary Wynne, was raised in American polite society and was expected to play the part, but longed for a life outside social constraints. Always clever, he learned how to speak away from home while no one was watching. By day, he would play the part of the respectable little girl, but by night, he was a boy in disguise, found at home on the streets among petty thieves and darker influences. No one ever made a connection between the two persona. And Ned soon began making a name for himself as a notorious jewel thief. Once he amassed sufficient funds, he left home for good, utterly abandoned his old Ned identity, which seems a shame because she sounded fun. Ned quickly excelled in the criminal underworld, but struck it big only after proving his talents and being recruited by America's most famous thief, Adam Worth. Seeing Ned's obvious talent for scheming and schmoozing, Worth gave him a very important mission that just so happened to mirror the young man's dream: set up a crime syndicate in the heart of the British Empire. It wasn't hard for Ned to make friends when he did reach London, and it wasn't long before his plan was underway. He made his base of operations in Southwark, specializing in theft, and assembled a group of hardworking, loyal thieves to aid his cause. There was only one obstacle remaining on his path for achieving true success: the Blighters. Luck would find Ned again. However, when in 1868 Ned stumbled upon the most beautiful trade he ever laid eyes on, the owners of the trade, twins assassins Jacob and Evie Fry, agreed to take out the Blighters' presents, provided Ned let them keep whatever booty they discovered on their journey across London.
It's a matter of principle. Ledger reads like a tragedy.
Alright, these are gang upgrades. Yes. So we're going to start out by working down to this one, the city takeover, because this, all other gang upgrades will cost less money to get. So we're going to get the black market affiliation here. To start off, and then we're already kind of here. Looks like there is also a dreadful crime here. Interesting. We're gonna fast travel here, and we're gonna get the fragments, the animus fragments that we left about. Now that we have the line launcher. And you can see, just a second. So, our next one here, we still have Lucy Thorne here. Perks, we're still working on those. Progress tracker. Everything's looking pretty good through there thus far. Skills, we have more skill points. Let's buy some stuff. We're gonna get lockpicking 2. And now that we have pretty much everything that we need for like looting and such, let's take a look at some of our other things that we can get now. So defense reduces all melee damage suffer. That seems pretty good. And then over here we have Slayer, Unstoppable, and Health Boost. So let's get... Oh, and Eagle Vision allows us... Well, that just shows where people... We already can see through walls. So let's get defense. And let's get health boost and unstoppable. And I think we'll come back to that, to this murder investigation here. I'm going to go get these collectibles first.
What the hell was that?
How are things?
This what you needed, Chief?
Nice one.
Nicely done.
Alright, so let's just zipline up here. Good deal. Let's go get this one next. And we're just gonna hop around as fast as we can to get these. I guess we can work on... We need to get assassinations from the zipline as well. I guess if we see anybody that we can assassinate from a zipline, we might as well. Is a pretty nifty tool, not gonna lie. Alright, let's go get this one next. Seems that this one's very much just our territory now. Once we've taken it over, there's not a whole lot of blighters about, so that's something to keep a note. Need to get inside. So we have 8 more, it says. Do I have them all on the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do have them all on the map. Excellent. And this thing can really shoot far too. Excellent. We'll look at the database entry in a sec, because it's going to be related to these. Easy enough. We probably could have got several of these, it looks like, while we were going through, but it doesn't matter. We get them now. Yeah, we gotta get 25 of these performed anyways at some point, so we might as well work on them as we go through. Nice.
It's those cheap cigars you smoke. Oh, please.
Let me through!
Well, that was not quite high enough. There we go. Oh, I missed one way over there. Oh, we'll go back and get it in just a sec. We'll just fast travel back over. Up, up, up. Didn't do nothing. Oh. We were under it. There we go. Yeah, this thing definitely makes traversing across gaps and rooftop quickly pretty trivial. That's not where I wanted you to go. Oh, we went right under it again? Okay. Up. Where exactly is it? Like right there. Alright, then let's fast travel back to here since I missed this one. And then we'll go do the murder mystery. Or hideous crime, or whatever it's called in this game. I think it's hideous crime. It unmarked my thing, too. It's not very nice.
I'll crush you like a bloody insect! You dim blood!
Alright, so this way. There we go. Helix glitches cleared. So what do we get here from getting those? Assassin intel. So this is the one we had. Location and future technology. So then we have reconstructed data 13 here. DDS subject memory export. Subject Mario Auditore. 1 out of 5. Date 1454. Location Monteregione, Italy. Luciano Pezzotti confessed the truth behind Montefeltro's siege. He was not here for Monteregione. He sought what lies beneath her, something my ancestors hid. We will find it. We must find what Fiorettini was seeking, to be it a relic, treasure, or junk. I have called in my architects and historians. Together we will solve this mystery. We study the auditory journals and uncover many cryptic messages and vague references. We cannot make sense of them. I walk the architect through Monteregione's building layout, and we discuss the possible hiding places beneath each one. I know there are secrets beneath the villa that my assistants will not find in any record book. However, I do not believe anything I have found would be so interesting to our enemy. Surely the Pieve de Santa Maria Assunta is a wise place to search. After all, churches have long kept some of mankind's darkest secrets. We spend an afternoon searching, but come away with nothing. The Auditore Crypt in Monteregione filled with secrets. My brother Giovanni explored it thoroughly when he was younger, and though his findings were shocking, he found no artifact. The well, searching Auditore family records, we find that one of my ancestors had the old well drained and then further excavated, a senseless act, unless he was hiding something. Alvaro, as promised, here's the first delivery of DDS data. Some of it is very fragmented. We're still cleaning up the mess Erudito made of everything. IR not. And then reconstructed data 14, DDS genetic memory export, subject Mario Auditore, 2 out of 5, date 1454, location Monteregione, Italy. I bring my soldiers with me as well as a miner, and we descended to the old well. We will spend the day down here if we must. I am sure we are on the right track. Most of the water has been drained from this well. I searched the earthen floor for any markings or switches. My men must think me mad. Some wooden structures remain from the excavation. I climb them and investigate the higher reaches of the chamber, but I find no clues. I silence my men and completely stand still. For several minutes, we simply listen, nothing. I push on the rock walls, focusing on extrusions or loose stones. Nothing moves. I find no traces of anything mechanical and no ropes. Perhaps this was just a simple well. I was foolish to think we could find anything but rock down here. We are done for today. Wait, the miner's flame, as it dances as he approaches the back wall. There is a chamber hidden here. We put all our strength into pushing the wall and it slides. Wait, the miner's flame. Ha ha ha, I love this guy. A Grammatica. Alright. Now we're gonna go, we'll just fast travel again. And then we're gonna go do this mission that's right underneath this fast travel.
How's this grab ya?
Alright. A simple matter of murder. Oh, it's just simple. Solve the seemingly simpler murder of the factory workers. Okay.
Oh dear. This is going very badly, isn't it?
It certainly doesn't have the makings of a ripping good novel.
What happened here?
Ah, the charming and delightful Fry twins.
Have we met?
Mr. Raymond knows everyone. He knows everything about this city. He writes it all up in his books.
I'm Henry Raymond, writer of third-rate, lurid stories. Penny dreadfuls, if you will. And this is little Artie.
Mr. Raymond takes real murders and makes them so awfully exciting. The guilty always get caught.
there's one unfolding just here. Perhaps one of you would like to try your hand in solving it.
Sure. Dreadful crimes. Defy the murderer. Use Eagle Vision to search the investigation zones for clues. Interrogate every suspect. Press the menu button and enter the progression log and access your collected evidence. Accuse the guilty suspect to solve the case and collect the reward. Be careful though, every false accusation will reduce the reward.
I do find crime so delightfully entertaining, don't you? I mean, solving crimes, of course. Finding a solution is exhilarating.
Mr. Freems, owner of the factory. Okay.
I arrived to find the foreman dead, and the lad Dooley with bloody hands. No one's been able to find the murder weapon and arrest the murderer. Could you sort it out quickly? It's holding up the work.
Okay. Well, I did speak to Mr. Freems.
I arrived to find the foreman dead, and the lad Dooley with bloody hands. I arrived to...
Oh, we have to ask about different things. Okay.
But someone has to keep the kids in line. I just wish the grown-ups would quit fighting each other.
I see. Alright, so Dreadful Crimes. Mr. Freems, the owner of the factory, claims he arrived to find Wilkins already dead, and the boy, Dooley, with bloody hands, mentions that the workers are rough and often fight with one another. We'll look at the database afterwards. Wilkins' body, a deep stab wound to the chest. The bandana obscures the victim's face. Okay.
He knocks me to the ground and give me a kick. I find me work knife under me and grab it. I lift my hands to protect myself, and he knocks me out with a punch. Later on, I wakes up, and the man's lying there, dead. He's my brother. He don't like to work hard, so one of the workers give him a thrashing. I tried to stop it, and he stops hitting bark and starts hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
When I come back,
This is Buck.
dead, and there's Dooley holding a knife. Please don't arrest him. I was standing there, having a think, when a fella come at me and give me a thumping. Dooley tries to stop him, and he thrashes Dooley. I run out to find help.
Okay. We have a knife here. Small knife with the initial D, cruelly scratched into the handle.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
That's Dooley's knife, all right. He never lent it to nobody.
Okay. It says there's another clue. Oh, it's something there. A warehouse letter has come to our attention that one of your workmen, a certain Mr. Colton, has been beating the child laborers. Our society finds this to be a matter of concern, as do you, no doubt. Please take action to curtail the practice, Mr. Clara O'Dea. Okay. So we have suspects. Okay, so we have Wilkins' body, deep stab wound in the chest, and the bandana obscures the victim's face. We have a letter. So it has come to our attention that one of your workmen, a Mr. Colton, has been beating child laborers. So that's the letter that we found. We have a knife, small knife with the initial D, crudely scratched into the handle. We have Mr. Buck. Or we have Buck, Dooley's brother. Returned to find the man dead. Claims he was suddenly accosted and beaten. And then we have, yeah. Claims he was suddenly accosted and beaten. His brother Dooley tried to stop the beating, was beaten in turn. Buck ran to find help. Confirms that it's Dooley's knife. States that Dooley wouldn't lend it to anybody. And then we have Dooley. Claims he was knocked to the ground. Found his knife. Lifted it up. Then he was knocked out by a punch. Awakened to find him dead. Identified Buck as his brother. Tried to stop. Yep. And then Mr. Freems here, the owner of the factory. So I think it's the foreman. I don't think it's one of the kids. Because he gets the letter.
Why would I kill a perfectly productive worker?
Oh, so it's not. Okay. So is it just Dooley then?
Me? No.
Oh, no, not so quickly. You have indeed solved this murder, according to the facts at hand. However, Artie, what advice would you give?
I would encourage you to look beyond the obvious, beyond surface appearances.
Try again. Use your powers to peer more deeply and see what you can discover.
Yeah, I did. Oh, now there's more clues. Okay. So we have a medium footprint. The imprint of a medium-sized workman's boot. The imprint is marked by pebbles of coal and coal dust following, making it possible to follow the tracks back. Okay.
Re-examine some of the clues more closely.
Wilkins wasn't the type to beat the children. On the contrary, he was forever getting in fights, trying to stop that sort of thing. The fumes can be a bit much in the brewery. When the men work in there, they wear bandanas.
Okay. And there's still another clue here. Imprint of a large workman's boot. Hi.
Me and Wilkins was working out here. We heard screaming. Wilkins went to see what it was about and never come back. I went to see for myself, and there he was, dead. I didn't stick around. Somebody might think I'd done it. The strange thing is, Wilkins weren't wearing no bandana when I was talking to him. Only the workmen in the brewery wear bandanas. You should talk to Morris there.
Okay. What's this? We have a cigarette.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Large boot.
Well, I was inside the brewery all day. I wear me bandana in there. Man has to, what with all the smells and fumes. I don't much know who smokes here. Maybe Taylor? Cigarette might be his.
Okay.
I quit smoking months ago. You know, I saw somebody from the brewery having a smoke this morning. Didn't see who it was, though.
Okay. Go back to this guy.
Well, like I said, I was inside. Didn't get a chance to come out to smoke. Colton left, though. You could talk to him. He's working in the loading area just now.
Come out, me lovelies. Don't be shy.
Stubbed out cigarette butts.
Try to.
Because there's just a hat here.
I was having a chat with one of the others when I heard a commotion and ran in there to find Wilkins dead. Poor bloke, killed by that filthy little bastard that we feed and pay. I don't smoke, never did. Oh, very well, so I do smoke now and then. What's the matter?
Alright, we have everything we need to solve the mystery, make an accusation, it says. I didn't know it was going to make me get it wrong first. So we have a medium footprint, imprint of a medium-sized worker's boot, and marked with pebbles of coal and coal dust, making it track, yep, a large footprint. Cigarettes. Colton works in the brewery loading area, claims he was talking to someone when he heard a commotion, ran to find Wilkins dead, and claims he does not smoke, admits to smoking. Owner of the factory claims to be out of character for Wilkins to beat children. Further notes that, in fact, Wilkins fought other workers to stop them from hitting the children. Notes that the workers in the brewery wear a bandana because of the fumes. Morris claims he was inside the brewery all day and wears a bandana to counter the fumes. Guess that the cigarettes might belong to Taylor. Claims he was too busy to smoke today. Notes that the cigarette could belong to Colton. And then Taylor works in the coal yard. Claims he was working with Wilkins when he heard screams. Wilkins went to see what happened shortly after Taylor followed, only to find Wilkins dead. Notes that Wilkins was not wearing a bandana earlier, and that only workers in the bandana the brewery wear bandanas. Claims he no longer smokes. Okay. So I think it's this Colton guy.
I should be foreman here. Wilkins coddled the boys like a mother hen. He come along and stops me giving the boys a beating.
That was much more difficult than it initially appeared. Well done.
Okay.
Up to the click with you.
A simple matter of murder. An altercation between a boy and a workman ends in death for the workman. The boy remembers lifting a knife but not actually killing. Did he do it? No. In fact, the dead worker, one John Wilkins, heard screams and ran to offer assistance. Once there, he found the boy unconscious and another workman, Tom Colton, standing unarmed. But Colton, long angry with Wilkins, thought fast and stabbed the man with the boy's knife. Then he put his own bandana over Wilkins' face. Quick thinking, however, did not win out, and Colton has been unmasked as the murderer, Henry Raymond. All right. Gets us a bit more money. We can't get our next gang upgrade because that cost 4,000. We got a skill point though. That's nice. Puts us up to 1. That one would be nice. Kind of just keep working our way down, I think. Alright, what do we have in the database here? People, allies. Arthur Conan Doyle. Date of birth, the 22nd of May, 1859. Born in Edinburgh, Scotland, young Arthur left at the tender age of 9 for Hodder Place, Stonyhurst, preparatory school in England. Unrecorded in all but the most painstaking biographies in his short sojourn in London, where he first became apprenticed to the deductive arts in complicity with a mysterious pair of twins. He continued his education at Stonyhurst, later to return to Scotland, where he earned a medical degree at University of Edinburgh. Doyle served as ship's doctor on expeditions to both the Arctic Circle and Africa before settling in Plymouth, then Portsmouth, England, giving up his medical career to struggle as a writer and play goalkeeper for an amateur football club. He eventually moved to Upper Wimpole Street, London, and began to compose a series of mystery novels featuring a Tweedy detective. Doyle became increasingly interested in spiritualism, possibly due to the sensational murder of the psychic Thaddeus the Amazing during Doyle's stay in London, and following the death of his first wife, joined the famous Ghost Club. He also believes in fairies. Alright, so Arthur Conan Doyle is who the little kid is. Good to know. And that doesn't earn us another, or doesn't unlock another mystery, but maybe we have to do these in order. I'm not entirely sure. But it seems that there's another one in the area. It's not on the map. Let me see here really quick. It appears to be way over there. So let's see if we can find it really quick. I just want to see if it's here. We're not going to do it in this episode. I guess I could just run down the street, can't I? Would probably just be faster.
This work for you?
Not bad.
Pretty nice.
No, it's mutton, I promise you. Yeah, I know cat when I taste
Alright, so it doesn't seem, yeah, that they pop up. We have to go through them in order, it seems. Which is good to know. Somebody's got a wonderful singing voice. Alright. Before we end this episode, let's hop back to our train really quick. And collect our income. Alright, and this is where we're going to end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you next time.